Good morning, everyone. I'm Derek. This is There Will Be Cars. I'm out in Arizona for the media launch of the updated 2020 Ford Super Duty. Now, you may know one of the biggest additions to the 2020 lineup is the return of the Tremor trim level. Now, for 2020, that is an off-road package for the F250, F350 with the 7.3 liter gas engine. Or the updated 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel. This one I'm going to drive is a 350 with the Power Stroke diesel. If you're not familiar with all the stuff that's included in the Tremor package, I'm going to walk you through it. It has an updated front end, grille, headlights. The Tremors come with these 18-inch black wheels with 35-inch rubber on them. And then the shocks have been tuned specifically for the Tremor. Up front, you've got a limited slip differential. There are two styles of running boards available. This one has the auto deploy power running boards, but you can also get fixed running boards. Ground clearance for the 250 and 350 Tremors is 10.8 inches. Of course, like any good off-road truck, it's got a locking rear differential, got skid plates underneath, and then there are some key upgrades on the inside of the truck as well. I'll show you those. Major upgrades inside the Tremor are trail control, which is basically off-road cruise control. It incorporates hill descent control, but it also allows you to set a speed going uphill as well. And then there's a rock crawl mode in addition to all the other drive modes. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got the truck in neutral because to engage a rock crawl mode, you need to be in 4 low. So of course you got your switch gear here, 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. And then if you want to engage the locker, you just pull that out. Anyway, I got it in 4 low now. You can see different icon there, 4 low. And to change the drive modes, you got this handy dandy button right here. So those will cycle through on the screen. Got normal, tow haul, and then the little icons next to the trip computer or next to the odometer change. Slippery, deep sand and snow, and then this is the rock crawl mode right here. And then you can tell that it's ready for action with that little orange icon there. Now it's time to engage the trail control. So you're probably used to the hill descent control button being up here. This one in this truck is for trail control, and you can set your speed off-road using the cruise control rocker switches down here. So you can go from 1 all the way up to 20 miles an hour. And then to back down, you just use the minus button, bring it down to a more manageable speed. And when we're off-road, I'm going to be sure to use this new technology in the Tremor. Cool, so now it's time to take the F350 Tremor off-road, and I will be joined by...
I'm Brandon Cameron. I'm the trail control engineer on this Super Duty Tremor. I'm ready to take you off-road.
All right, so coming up to the rock crawl, we're going to set the truck up in 4 low, so you can shift to neutral. And then go ahead and turn to 4 low. And then we'll go back to drive. And then we're going to put it in rock crawl. So with the drive mode button, just tap your way over to the far right. So now we're in rock crawl. So you'll have a little less sensitive pedal here. So you'll be able to monitor and use the pedal to your advantage through this section. Go ahead when you're ready, take it nice and slow. If you want a 2-foot drive, if you're able to do that, feel free to. Otherwise, just brake yourself as you're coming down the rock and let's take it on.
All right.
You're on a really good line there. It's just going to be kind of straight on through.
Oh, okay. Cool. Keep my thumbs on the outside.
Yep, thumbs on the outside. That's always good for off-roading.
done. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn on the front camera for you. I should have done that a little earlier, but you can see your front view on the left side and then a 360 overhead view on the right. So that can really help you out in an event like this.
All right.
So go ahead.
Just keep it straight.
Yep, keep it straight. Nice and easy. That's okay. That's what the protection for is, underbody. Nice and easy, build it back up. Good. Good control through there. We're gonna come just a little bit to the right here.
Okay, right now?
Yep.
All right.
And crank it over a little more.
Okay.
Perfect. Got the left side a little bit. That's okay though.
Okay.
So let's bring the wheel a little bit more to the right.
Okay, I got it cranked.
Yep. And then power up through here.
All right.
Good. Much better there.
All right.
Good.
Keep it cranked?
Yep.
All right.
And I'll tell you when to straighten it out a little.
All right.
Good. You can straighten out a little more now.
Okay. Now it's not fully straight though.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Good. There we go. It's an aggressive rock crawl area, isn't it?
Oh yeah, man.
We don't want to make it easy on you guys.
Well, I'm glad you didn't make it like really easy on the truck either. I understand you don't want to exceed the capabilities of the vehicle, but getting a really good idea of just what this thing can do, because this is a really gnarly pass.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I got it almost straight.
Yep. So just nice and neat. You're going to drop down again a couple times as we get out of here, but you still got a little ways to go, so nice and easy as you drop down the back side of the rock. There you go. That was nice. Really good control there.
Really good coaching. Okay.
Nice. Couple more drops on the rear. Nice and easy as we come down. You're going to come up on top. Good. That's going to drop here momentarily. Just nice and easy coming down. A little bit further. There you go.
All right.
Maybe one more there. And we're out. Nicely done.
Ah, thank you.
All right, so we're going to pop it back into normal drive mode now.
Okay.
So you can go from rock crawl to normal. So it'll just be 2 presses there.
There we go.
And then we'll go into 4 high.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got it.
So shift to neutral, and then, yep. Perfect, back to drive, and then we're gonna lock the rear differential as well.
All right.
Good. So now she's locked, good to go. You're just gonna take a left-hand turn around here and climb up this hill. Go ahead and take it on up. We're gonna start looking at the sky here in a second. Perfect. You can see on the camera, if you slow down a little bit, you're gonna go a little to your right as you crest the top here.
Okay.
So that front camera really helps you when your nose is pointed at the sky.
Oh yeah.
See where you need to go.
The 360 is great too.
Yeah, you're perfect there. Okay, so now we're going to come up and we're going to turn on trail control for this. It's more like a hill descent downhill, but we're going to use the trail control feature. So go ahead and hit the button.
All right.
And then we're going to come over and we're just going to set it to 1 mile per hour.
Cool. All right.
And then we can let our foot off the brake and we're going to just come down this hill. Yep, so you can keep your foot off the gas, off the brake. Feature's going to do the rest for you. Now we start pointing up. Yep, left, a little more left. Looking good. Let's see in the camera again. So you just point the truck where you want it to go, and the feature's going to take over accelerating or braking for you.
Nice.
No matter what terrain you're on. Makes it nice and smooth, pretty quiet too.
Yeah. It's not a lot of chatter.
No, right, exactly. You can just enjoy the view.
And what a view.
And we're just going to climb this off camber left-hand turn.
Cool.
And you'll see you got plenty of traction to get up it, so you don't have to worry too much about the speed. You'll see in your off-road screen, I think we get to about 15 or 16 degrees of roll angle of the vehicle as we go through.
Wow. Okay, so I'm good on this line?
Yeah, yep, just stay right in the tracks that you see.
Ah, yes.
And you can pick it up a little bit if you want. Come through here 3 to 5 miles per hour.
3 to 5, okay.
Yep. That's perfect.
Right there?
Yep, looks good.
Right.
Handles it pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
Right on up. Then we're just going to slow down right up here. You'll see on the front camera, it's hard to see, but we have some dips. Truck's going to drop in.
Oh, yes.
So take them nice and slow. You're doing good there. That's what I'm here for, because if I'm not there, you don't even know those are there.
Oh, yeah,
People will just roll right through them. So truck will come up really high, and then the front end will drop down really low. And again, you're just surprised at how much ground clearance and breakover angle there is there, so that we don't drag.
And for those of you watching, just so you know, the Tremor's got a 24.5 degree departure angle. Definitely coming in handy out here.
Yeah, okay. Nicely done, unscathed.
Always important.
Yep.
Especially when you're driving somebody else's truck.
Again, you're welcome to use trail control again for this descent if you'd like. I recommend 4 to 5 miles per hour. It's not quite as steep as the last one.
Start off 4, I guess.
Okay. Yep. So just let on off and truck do the rest.
So quiet.
Yeah, right.
Can't get over that.
Yeah. really focused on tuning it to make it feel like a person is doing it, right? We don't want to be abrupt or too aggressive. And then the noise that comes from the pump, we tried to minimize that as much as possible. So it's good to hear it's quiet.
Oh yeah, y'all did a great job on that.
You can turn off trail control.
All right.
And then we're going to come up to a 29-degree hill climb. You can come around the corner here. It looks basically like a wall once you see it. So, but truck handles it no problem, as we can see on the sign. 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler tires, largest fitted to a heavy-duty pickup.
I figure I'll just get to the bottom.
Sure, that's perfectly fine. Yep.
Okay. Wow.
So now we're down in the canyon.
Jeez.
Walls on both sides. So what we're going to do, we're just going to set you up. We're going to turn off traction control with a single press of the traction control button.
Okay. I'll make sure my wheel's nice and straight.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So that'll just make sure we don't get, if we do get any wheel slip, we don't get any engine torque reduction.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're actually going to put the gear shift lever into manual mode. So
Okay.
let's go down to M. And then with the plus button on the gear shift lever, we're going to go into manual 2. So you should see that on the left side.
There we
M2.
go.
So it's just going to lock you into second gear and prevent any upshifts from occurring, so that, again, we don't lose momentum or lose any torque on this. So we'll be able to take this right up. So just stay in the throttle, pick up some speed, keep your momentum. If you do start to feel the wheel slip at all, just stay in the throttle.
Okay.
The locking rear differential is going to help you out if there is any wheel slip, and your front limited slip differential as well. That's also going to help you out. So whenever you're ready, send it on through.
Okay.
Perfect. Just stay in it. Yep, stay in it like it's nothing. There you go. Nicely done. So as we talked about earlier, that 10.8 inches of ground clearance achieved with the bigger tires and the upgraded suspension on the Tremor package. So that in itself improves your breakover angle, which is what you're going to see on this next event. So we have some kind of log rolls here that are built up a little bit. So you're going to go up and over them. The front end's going to drop down again. You're going to keep thinking, when am I going to hit? When am I going to hit? When am I going to hit? It's going to drag. And no, front end really drops down, and all that ground clearance helps you out to make it over this obstacle. Good. It's another spot where you're like, oh, it's gonna hit. Doesn't hit. Line yourself up right through these rocks. We'll use the front camera to help you again.
Okay.
Instead of looking over the front end, you can just see right where you're at.
Yeah, there you go.
So this is just going to show off how the front camera and the 360 camera work. So you can just meander your way through here and check where you are relative to these rocks with your cameras.
Yeah, comes in handy, definitely.
Yep. So keep yourself to the left a little. You're doing good there. Perfect. And then start working your way back. Doing great. That's okay. You just nick the corner of it. Not gonna hurt anything. Give one more over here. Looks like some of these have gotten moved as people have come through, so the track has probably gotten a little narrower as the day goes on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it really shows you not only where you're going and what to avoid, but it also shows you how skewed your vision is looking out from the windows and the windshield. What you're seeing with your own eyes out the glass may not be exactly what you think is around you.
Right, absolutely. All right, so we're through that. Just keep trucking on. Next, we got a water fording event.
Cool.
So the Super Duty Tremor has best-in-class 33 inches of water fording, and that's achieved by bringing up a lot of our ventilation tubes from our rear differential or from our transfer case so that those parts can breathe. We run those all the way up the box or all the way up the firewall to get them higher up.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to drop into this water pit. It's kind of a horseshoe.
Oh, okay.
Just take your turn kind of wide, you know, keep the truck favor the left side a little bit, and then you turn in.
Oh.
And then just keep an eye on that right rear. Try not to get too close to that inside wall.
Oh, yeah.
The pick gets a little deeper as you go, so it's pretty cool. Doing good there. And cut it back to the right. Yep.
Okay.
Got plenty of clearance there.
Got the diff locked just in case. That one's good.
Yep.
Good spotter mirror.
Yep, so you can always see where that tire is. Doing great.
Literally is like being in a giant Tonka toy. This is the 5-year-old boy's dream, you know.
Yep. Nicely done. This is the deep part where I think to myself, any water gonna come in here?
My shoe's gonna get wet.
Yep. Nope. Now we're coming up to our twist stitch.
Oh.
This one's really cool. You get to see, get to a point where the front left and rear right tire get way up off the ground. Makes for a really cool shot. So just approach it straight on, kind of favor the right side.
Okay.
And then once we drop the front end down nice and slow, we're gonna steer back to the left side.
Okay. So, let's see.
Yep, you're in a good spot right now.
Okay, I got the wheel straight.
Yep. Just take it nice and easy coming down this.
Oh, yeah, I got a few feet.
You're doing good. Good. You can start cutting the wheel back to the left and just keep going through.
Is that enough angle right there?
Yep.
Keep it left.
Yep. You can start slowly letting some of that out, but you're in a good spot. So now this right rear tire, as you can see in the mirror, as you pull up a little more, is going to come flying off the ground.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now I got it straight again.
Yep.
Okay.
You look good right here. And we're going to get to a point where we start teetering. Right about there. And then just keep on going through, and then that right side's going to drop back down. Great control. Nicely done. Take us on up down the road.
All right. Yeah, that felt a lot less dramatic than I thought it would.
I know. Once you see it from outside the vehicle, you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
I did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that really shows off the suspension articulation,
Oh yeah.
ability for the truck to get through some of those tight areas.
And the throttle was real easy to manage.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so now we created Arizona's only mud bog. We did our best to create it. So you're just gonna take it through here 10, 15 miles an hour. Just stay on the throttle.
Oh, okay.
You use those tires to help you get through here. And
Cool.
just send it on in. You're gonna kind of come in, take a right, it straightens out, and then you come out to the left and go up a little hill there. So stay on the throttle. Don't let it bog you down too much, and send it on through. Perfect. Doing great. Nice. Follow the hill up to the left.
Yeah.
Very well done. Whenever you're ready, once those guys pull up a bit, we're going to hit it at around 25, 30 miles per hour, whatever you're comfortable with.
Cool.
The faster you go, the bigger the splash is. So go ahead and bring it to a stop here. We're just going to turn on trail control one more time, and it's going to climb you right up this hill. So again, trail control button right there in the dash.
All right.
And you're going to set it to 4 miles per hour.
Cool.
So you can go ahead and do that while you're at standstill. And then you're just going to take your foot off the brake. The truck's just going to walk you right up the hill. It's going to settle out there, and you're good to go.
That's good that it knows like what burst of speed it needs to get settled in a hook.
Exactly. So it's detecting that the vehicle's on a grade, and it's saying I need quite a bit of torque to get me going. So it builds that torque, a little right-hand turn, and head on up. And then once it builds that torque to get you going, settles out and plants you right at 4 miles per hour wherever you set your speed. So just favor this right side a little bit.
Okay.
And it'll again walk you right on up. Pretty neat, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. Oh, man.
So it's just detecting that terrain and making sure you have enough torque to get you over whatever obstacle you're coming up to.
Nice and smooth.
And there we go.
Wow. Okay, that was as much fun as it looked. I hope you really enjoyed it. The 2020 Super Duties are in dealers now. Prices start at roughly $33,000. You can get the Tremor package on the XLT through Platinum trim levels in F250, F350 with the 7.3 gasser or the 6.7 Power Stroke. I hope you liked what you saw. Please stay tuned to There Will Be Cars. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to There Will Be Cars. I'll keep the content coming. Thanks.